my friends. It's Nanny from Nanny and the Moose. In today's video, after a wonderfully exciting last week, I've done a lot of thinking, and I realize that time does not wait for anyone. Have we been in a 2-year time warp? And we're going to talk about nostalgia as it refers to going forward. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, we're all ready to break out into the new world. It seems to be the time things are lightening up. When I think about the last 2 years, I think to myself, was this a time warp that we were in? And yet I know that time does not stand still. And I'm going to quote from Chaucer, my old friend, the English poet from the 14th century. And he said in one of his poems that time and tide wait for no man. And that is true. And here we are in our very mature years, especially Moose and I, being in our 85th year. We have to move forward in a very quick way, but at the same time, we want to rely on the nostalgic times of the past as we go out and try and recreate a lot of the connections with friends, the restaurants, the food, the fashions, but yet in a new way. So if you think you might be interested in something like this and sharing some thoughts on this with us, stay tuned. So let's think about some of the things that we would like to do as we get out, break out into the world again. 2 years of a total different life for everyone in this world has to be pretty monumental. I remember my mother talking about the plague of, 1919. People call it the Spanish flu. She used to call it the plague. And she has vivid memories of this. She was a child. And over the years, we have had our severe influenzas, our flus. I remember the polio vaccine, where we all were a part of the first vaccines. I remember smallpox, getting that vaccination on my leg. My old uncle, he was a great uncle, Dr. Tom gave me that smallpox. And then those diseases were eradicated. So I am hoping and praying that something like this is going to happen with COVID in some way. And it's been a terrible, terrible 2 years for many people who have lost family members. Think of all the little children who were born in the beginning of this. And we have 2 great-grandchildren that were born during COVID. And they have known nothing else but people running around with masks and people sick. Now, some of the things that I'm looking forward to more than anything are, obviously, as you know, connecting with my family. We have missed so much in the way of all the traditions that we do. And that's where my nostalgia comes in. I want that wonderful Christmas Eve gift swap and brunch with the whole family, all 55 of us, believe it or not. I want that to happen again. I want the July 4th hors d'oeuvre competition held up at Colleen's house in the summertime. I want that to happen again, of people eating all different kinds of food, us voting, and the couple being awarded the first place. I want Valentine's Day of little children stopping by the house with their little hearts on their cheeks. You know, I want the nostalgic thing, but yet, are we the same people? I know my core values are still the same, always had them and always will have them until the day I die. But am I a different person in a way? I am more desperate. I'm desperate to see everyone but that doesn't change me. So think about yourself. Has the past 2 years changed you? Have you lost connections with family or friends? Can you revive them? Do you think that you can move forward and still retain the wonderful memories of the past, but see everything in a new light? I'm hoping we can. So let's start planning. Start thinking of the first thing you're going to do. Are you going to go to a movie theater? Moosey and I haven't been to a movie theater in over 2 years, probably like many of you. Those of you who live back east, Broadway is opening up with some revivals. Talk about nostalgia. Hugh Jackman is coming out as the Music Man. They're redoing West Side Story again. So this is the connection of nostalgia and the new life that is bursting forward out there. All those restaurants that people always loved, Musso and Frank's, the Ivy, all these places in LA and New York. There are lines waiting to get into these places. People aren't seeking out the new places. Fortunately, some of them have survived. Many of the favorites have closed. So I'm sure either they'll come back or new places will open. So life will be different. Let's hope and pray that we will have a new life again, but still retain the memories of the past. Now, all of this rather serious talk is not all we're going to talk about. We've still been here at the cottage taking care of our garden. We've been doing hobbies. Moosey has started his painting again.
It's going to take an awful lot of patience.
Yeah.
Because that quilt is like got a lot of detail on it.
It does.
Yeah.
He's already started. This is a toughie. If you can hardly see the faces that we have to paint in too. And
here's where you come in.
Yeah.
I can't do a face.
I can't either, but we're going to try. But that looks like part of the brass bed. Who knows? Because it's very detailed and a lot of colors in the quilts.
A lot of shading goes into it.
Yeah. How fun. Peek around so we can see your face. Okay. Put together the stretch the canvas for him on his wooden frame, and he's painting again. And I've been refinishing some furniture. First job is to take the knobs off the drawer. Yes, what a good dog you are. Yes, you are. So I finished my undercoat of the table. And after the bottom base coat dries, I put this gel stain on with this tool. And that's what makes the grains. So we're still doing what we have to do around the cottage and enjoying the simple things of life. But last week was such a wonderful week, reconnecting with family, being out about in the thrift shops and experiencing the big world again out there with my daughter. I realized that we are going to enjoy trying to live the fullest life that we can, reconnecting with family again and having all kinds of fun. Now, on the other hand, I think we are all rather nostalgic by nature. We all like everything or anything familiar. And when you think about life and you compare nostalgia and the future, in a way, life is very cyclical. And the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of that are shoes. I'm a shoe lover. And I think back to when I first was aware of the types of shoes or fashion shoes, and I guess I was in college. And I remember the very pointed toe shoe when that came out. And I thought, oh, this is so new. And we wore that with the long chemise dresses. And then within a few years, I was married, I was living in Europe, and the skirts were 18 inches long, and we were into the mod area. So we had new fashion, and all of a sudden, the shoes were round-toed. Well, ladies, those of you who are in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, I'm sure you remember your shoes. Are you a shoe saver? I don't think I have any shoes saved back to those college years or my 20s or even 30s. But I do remember the pointy shoe going away, the round toe coming back, the square front shoes coming in. They go off and they come back in. The same with fashion. Everything comes and goes. The same with food. And when you really think about it, even the makeup, think of Twiggy and the big made up eyes, that comes and goes. Everything, hairdos, everything is old, but then it comes new again. It's always new for somebody. There's also a couple of funny clips that I've put in here. If you remember, I picked up a sweater for Colleen when we were thrifting the other day. And I was so excited because it had a red truck with a Christmas tree in the back. And Colleen just loves those red trucks. They're on everything in her house at Christmas time. So I quickly saw this sweater and thought, oh, this is so cute. And I just looked at the front of it and we got it. Well, when I gave it to her, now Colleen did take some pictures of herself and in the sweater. And I'm not going to tell you anymore. I'm just going to show you the pictures and you'll see what this sweater turned out to be.
Do you like your new sweater?
Before I go, I did want to share some things with you that I picked up at Walmart this morning. You know, I was out so early. By 7:30, I couldn't get an appointment at Quest to have my blood work done. So I went to Walmart. It was nice being there so early. No one was there. So I had seen someone talking about these nice t-shirts that are right now in at Walmart. They are the athletic brand. Beautiful, beautiful. They're a silky type, and I'm sure they're a polyester. The athletic brand, $5.98. I picked up 3 of these, and I like them loose, as you know, and they're silky. I don't think they're see-through, but they're very silky. They'll be wonderful for summer. I thought this color was beautiful. Sort of matches my Palladio lipstick in a way. I picked up a white one. You always have to have a good white t-shirt to wear with jeans or shorts or whatever you're going to wear them with. And let me see what they're made of. Probably, I would say polyester, because they're so silky and so soft. Sometimes you like all cotton, but sometimes in the heat of the summer, I love these. So I know I'm going to live in these. And I did buy a black one, which I have on under my sweater today. So I bought those, and then I saw, you know how I love my winter whites. I've been wearing all my winter whites, especially some off-white sweatpants or workout pants. And I have some long pants too. I love the whites. I have several kinds of long pants. And I saw this sweatshirt. It has, look at this sweatshirt. Look at the sleeves. Aren't they cute? It has a double set of ruffles on the sleeves. Nice big roomy sleeves. Nice big roomy sweatshirt. And I believe this brand is the Time and True brand. It's an off-white. They had it in a shrimp color, a beautiful pale aqua color, several other colors that I just couldn't resist. Time and True, and the price is $15.98. It's not a real heavy sweatshirt. It does have the nice little splits at the bottom. It's not a huggy, it's kind of a straight one, and it's roomy. Of course, you love it big. Look at the nice big wide sleeves too. And this will go with any color sweats or even jeans. And I think it'd be pretty with some jewelry too. You could probably dress it up. So that's what I picked up at Walmart this morning. Not only that, but my food. There were some things that I wanted. Moosey and I are going to have vegetable egg rolls tonight and a PF Chang chow mein, a shrimp chow mein. So that will be our dinner tonight. I tell you, I love my Walmart shopping. Avocados are so much cheaper than every other place, and I do have an avocado for breakfast several times a week. I'm trying to do the intermittent fasting, which is pretty good for me because I'm not too hungry in the morning. Moosey and I only have 2 meals a day anyway, so that works for me. So besides that, I did need a few little things in the makeup trend, and I'm going to show you those really quickly. I noticed that my eyebrows were coming out a little too dark. By the way, I did cut my eyebrows yesterday. Do you know how sometimes you grow these long hairs in your eyebrows? I have them right in here that get to be honestly an inch long. My son Matthew is always telling me, cut those things. So I went on, I saw a tutorial and it said to brush them up. So I got this little thing with a spoolie. This has a spoolie on the end, and I combed them straight up and I went in with the scissors and just cut them. So they're a little bit more tailored looking, I guess you'd say. And also I got a much lighter eyebrow pencil, and you can probably see that it's a better color. I do have to fill in the middle in here because I'm losing hairs, and I think the lighter taupe looks better with my white hair. So I got one of these. This is from Maybelline, I believe, and it's a tattoo studio made by Maybelline, and it's in the shade of very blonde taupe. I did get another e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I can't do without those. Those are my holy grail. And another very blonde, light blonde eyebrow pencil, which I usually do under my eyes too. And I was running out, as you could tell, of my light brown. Today is a little darker, and I noticed that one eye is darker than the other. I can never get it right, but one of these days I will. But a nice little e.l.f. matte. I don't like the shiny ones. I think shows up my crepey eyes a little bit. So I did get this. This was only $3, I think, the e.l.f. And it's more of a cream than a powder. So I don't know whether it's for the eyebrows or eyeshadow. But those were my purchases of the day at 7:30 this morning at Walmart. Well, I want to thank you all for hopefully enjoying this video, and for all your comments, for all the past videos. I even have quite a few new subscribers, so thank you so much. I hope you'll enjoy our journey as we go forward. And Moosey and I will try and take you along on any of the journeys that we're going to be doing. I don't know whether it's going to include any travel. I know our son that lives up in Idaho on the Clearwater River is trying to get us back up there again. We'll have to figure out how to do that. Our life has changed a little bit over the last couple of years. Moosey has had some rather severe health crises, so we have to take that into consideration, although thank God he is well again. And we have our fun little places up the coast a bit that we used to love to go to. We're looking forward to that again. But it's the reunions. It's the little visits where we don't do anything at all except play with the kids. We love to go to the beach together. I'm looking forward to having, we always used to do a get-together with all the teenage girls. We called it Girls' Night Out. Oh, nothing new about that, right? And we used to do this probably 5 or 6 years ago. I haven't done it since then. Where all the mamas and all the girls would go out, and we used to go to the movies, but then we decided we couldn't talk. That was frustrating. So we just go and have something to eat and gab and laugh and have such good times. And of course, Moosey, oh, loved his poker night, and they are planning more poker nights. So, trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. We love our love seat. We're absolutely loving it. Moosey and I have had several dinners there. In fact, we had breakfast there this morning. We have a consultation with Moosey's doctor at the VA this afternoon. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to have to leave pretty soon. Moosey had his blood work done at the VA. Remember, oh no, that was the eye exam. By the way, he did pick out some horn rim spectacles, the tortoiseshell spectacles, which might be pretty much like the ones he has. Fortunately, his eyesight is still the same. I wasn't in on it. I didn't get called in. I sat in the car and had a nice chat with you, but at least he got the glasses that we wanted. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, new subscribers, for joining us. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. God bless us all.